Yeah, hey there! Ray O'Brien here. Welcome to It's All About the Cocktail. Tonight I want to tell you to booch Costco's Canadian Whisky. Sorry, that's just a little ribbing there to my friend that brews on the rocks. He always wears the flannel shirt like this, and I wanted to give a shout out to my Canadian friends at home here, Craig and Neil, and I wanted to shout out to my Canadian friends at Rob's Home Bar and my New York friends at 62nd Street Cocktails. Okay, Ray, get out with it. So, you know I'm a sucker for them cold glasses. I have a cold glass in my freezer. I'm going to get that and I'll tell you all about this, okay? So bear with me for a minute. Okay, everybody. Grab me a glass out of my freezer. It was all frosted a minute ago. That frost goes away pretty quick. Got me a little coaster because it's kind of hard to handle with one hand with this big huge bottle. But I'm gonna give it a try. Damn. Okay, made a bit of a mess there. Kind of spilled. It's a 1.75 bottle. It's kind of hard to handle with one hand. You know, like I say here, the whole idea of this channel is simple cocktails at home. I want to show you how to make good drinks at home so that you don't have to go out and drink and drive. I mean, I got my arm messed up. You know, I can only raise about that high. I got my arm messed up in a drinking and driving accident. I wasn't driving, but. So I want to tell you how to make good things at home so that you don't have to go out and drink and drive. Okay. So, like I said, this Costco Canadian blended whiskey. I mean, I can tell you in the nose, very oaky. Of course, there's an oak barrels, but I don't want to hear this stuff, right? Just tell me what it's like. You know, the best thing about this, I'm not going to blow a bunch of hot air up your skirt and tell you it's the best thing on the earth. None of that stuff. I'm just going to tell you it's very approachable. I mean, people say that this is sourced from Crown Royal, or it says very similar to Crown Royal. Okay, very similar. We'll go with that, okay? It's similar to Crown Royal. But the best part about this is the cost. This is ridiculously economical. $21.19. Why the 19? I don't know, but $21.19 at my local Costco today, and October 2020. So for $21, it's pretty good. I mean, you figure you're gonna pay your Crown Royal bottle, you're gonna pay close to $30 for a $7.50. This is $21 for a 1.75 liter bottle. That's ridiculously cheap. Like I said, the best thing about this is it's very approachable and very, very economical. I mean, this can be mixed in this countless number of drinks. That's a no-brainer, $21, and it tastes pretty similar to Crown Royal. Come on. But everybody knows the value in Costco liquors. Costco makes great liquors at a reasonable price, okay? They say a lot of liquor companies make the stuff from them. They just can't brand it for, marketing purposes. They can't put their name on it, of course. They're going to try to sell their other stuff for a lot more money. You can't put their name on it. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this into a drink, okay? I'm going to put this into a fall drink. And I'll get behind the bar and put it in a fall drink. What do you say we do it? Oh, come on, Ray, get to it, man. Okay, give me a second. I'll get behind the bar. I'll see you in a bit. So I told you I was going to make this Costco blended whiskey into a drink. And tonight I'm going to make it into the Auburn Infusion. Ooh. Okay, so the Auburn Infusion is very tasty and pretty simple, okay? Costco blended whiskey. Now, it's also an infused whiskey, so I infused it with some whole cloves. I went in my wife's pantry and borrowed, I can look at it back. I borrowed some whole cloves, put about maybe not even a tablespoon, like about 15 or 20 whole cloves in there. Now, originally, I was going to use my pocket infuser, but the damn thing kept leaking all over the place. I couldn't get it to stop leaking. No matter how I tried to play the seals, it kept leaking. So I went and grabbed me a mason jar, and I figured it'd be a lot easier too, because everybody's got mason jars, and it works so much better. Put them in the mason jar. Now this was filled. This was filled with, I put the whole cloves in there, and then I shook it a few times, let it sit overnight, and then I poured it off tonight. And we're going to use 2 ounces of our Costco infused with clove whiskey. A little bit heavier than 2. Like 2 1/4 maybe. I fresh squeezed some lemon juice and I fresh squeezed some orange juice. Put in my little glass. Stephanie Miles gave me a ton of these little glasses. They work out perfect. Thanks, Stephanie. Okay, so we're just going to go with a 1/4 ounce of lemon juice. And then a splash, maybe about another 1/4 ounce of orange juice. Okay, now the recipe I saw called for simple syrup. I did make simple syrup, but you know what? I'm going to go off the charts. I'm going to put some Canadian maple syrup in there. It's also from Costco. You buy in bulk at Costco. This is great, okay? I'm going to put almost a 1/4 ounce of maple syrup in there. I'm going to put it right in there. Okay. And then we're going to ice up our shaker. 3/4 of the way up. Then we're going to get you a cheater tin, pop it on the top, and give it a shake for a good 11 seconds. I mean, we want to make sure that maple syrup gets mixed up in there. And then try to let go while we're doing it. Now this would be a good time to ask you. I would really like you to subscribe to me, hit the bell so you're privy to all the things I've done and things that are coming. Okay, grab us a glass out of our new dishwasher. Now the recipe also called for a sugar-rimmed glass. You wet the rim, put on a sauce with some water, wet the rim, and then put in some sugar. I'm not going to bother with that. I don't think it has that much to it. But you know, at the same time, I'm just going to free pour it. I don't believe in, oh, we're going to get some fresh ice. Is it going to make that big of a difference? I don't think so. I like just winging it and pouring it right in. Okay. And to that also, I got some orange twist. Twist it above the glass, rub it around the edge so you can taste it when you take a sip, and then drop it right in there. Okay? A couple orange rings on there, and then you give it a whirl, man! Give it a whirl, right? Wow, that's good, man. I get a bit of the maple syrup, I get a bit of the Canadian whiskey, and I get a lot more, I'm sticking my mouth over the orange, I get a lot of orange. But sometimes people don't want to sit there and be drinking this all night long and with 2 shots of whiskey in there. So I'll tell you what you can do. This makes it a little more effervescent. This makes it a little more fizzy. Put some ginger beer in there. But Ray, that's Australian ginger beer. Yeah, come on, that's okay. Put a little bit of ginger beer in there. Top it off with a little bit of ginger beer. That way it can last longer too. Okay, try it on now. Wow, that gives a good flavor, man. I think that really, the ginger beer really adds some flavor to it, believe it or not. But this is really easy. Everybody knows Costco is a great value on liquors, and the Canadian whiskey at $21. Look at the size of this thing. 21 and 14 or some stupid thing. 20 and 14, it's a good value. So I think you should check it out. I think you should try one of these. I'll try the Auburn Infusion and get back to me and let me know what you think, man. Because I can only get better this through you. So like I say, my friends, you've had an off day, you want to come home, you want a good drink, the Auburn Infusion might just be your bill. So like I tell you, I'll catch up to you just in time for the next round. See you later.